Like me, are you always on the hunt for the perfect steak? Well, I've teamed up with the almost beautiful Lottie Moore today to come to Smoak Grill down at Malmaison to sample more of their amazing steaks to find out what it takes for that perfect steak taste. So Lottie has arrived, she's late, obviously. I'm really keen to find out what you think makes the perfect steak. But before I get your expertise, he says, I'm going to find out from Tom here, the head chef, what he thinks makes a perfect steak, okay?
Very good.
Are you going to order a drink in the meantime?
I'm ordering the most expensive, you're paying it, right?
Obviously. Great.
Okay guys, so here at Smoak, this is strip loin with a short fillet, bone in. Okay, so from this we age this ourselves. Start off T-bones, bone-in sirloins, wing ribs.
Right.
Your first cut, you get a porterhouse. Porterhouse is 1.1 kilo. It's a T-bone, so it's thicker, but it has a much bigger fillet on it. The fillet at this end is thicker, and then it tapers into the tail.
So on a porterhouse then, you're actually getting a bigger piece of fillet.
You get a bigger piece of fillet, yeah. So on the porterhouse, but you only get one, maybe two, per strip loin.
So porterhouse is a name for a T-bone, is it?
It's the name of a T-bone, but it's a T-bone with a full fillet.
Did you know that?
I didn't. What's your favourite?
What's my favourite? To eat? Rib. So I'll tell you about the ribs now, I'll get rid of these.
Okay. Do you want me to get Felix, the wine connoisseur?
Go on then. I really loved your béarnaise. In fact, most of the time when you go to a restaurant you order béarnaise, it tastes like it's come out of the like squirty tube.
Well, just so you know, I have recently been on a BBC One TV show.
Plug.
A little bit of a plug there, called Yes Chef, and I was up with a Michelin star chef, and my challenge was to create a perfect béarnaise sauce.
Oh, fantastic.
And the trick was a little bit of cold water as I was doing whatever I was doing.
So we've got the British bone-in rib.
Yep.
We've got the Australian marble score 3 ribeye.
Yep.
We've got the Australian fillet, marble score 3. And we've got, this is the steak that we cut from the ribeye. You get a much more marble in ribeye. You get a nice ball of fat at the end, and you get the surrounding cap fat as well, where the cap comes off. Okay? So for me, in the cookery, all this will melt. Yeah, and that's what flavours your steak.
Do you like it posh steak, or do you like steak to be a bit rough and ready?
Do you know what? If you've got a good steak, you don't need much with it, I don't think.
Okay.
For me, good steak, nice little punnet of chips, maybe thrice cooked.
Oh, hello.
Crispy and fluffy in the inside, and a good béarnaise. And I think that's all you need, really.
So the difference between everywhere else and Smoak, as far as I'm aware, is Smoak were the first guys in Manchester to bring a Josper grill. Now my limited understanding is that's a barbecue indoors, but maybe Tom, you could shed some light on that?
So the Josper grill is a barbecue inside with all its coals, but also with it being a sealed unit, it's got that intense temperature. So when you're cooking your steaks in the Josper, you get a much hotter seal on your meat. As the steaks drip onto the coals, that fires back, that gives you that barbecue flavour. But you'll see when you taste the Josper steak, you get a certain crust on your steak because of the intense heat. So you can still have a medium rare steak or a rare steak, but it's got a really nice certain crust onto it.
That is exactly what I was going to say before, but didn't want to interrupt you, is that when I've come here in the past, that is what you notice. You've got this beautifully sort of almost crispy outside, but it doesn't affect the quality of the meat within the seal.
Right, because I think the time that I had a steak here, I thought it had been overcooked by accident until I cut into it, because you're used to seeing it soft on the outside, so I'm liking this so far.
I want one of them.
Smoke bar and grill.
Yeah.
I'm not.